You know the ones I'm talking about. You're scrolling through your feed and you just stop. There's this cinematic music, the visuals are super clean, and this deep, calm voice starts speaking. And it's promising to unlock some hidden power you never even knew you had. It feels profound, like you've stumbled onto some ancient secret perfectly packaged for today. And then a line like this drops. It just hits you, right? And that's the point. It's designed to take all that past hurt and reframe it. Suddenly, it's not a weakness anymore. Nope, it's a source of this incredible, untapped strength. It feels like a genuine revelation, a piece of truth that was meant just for you. Okay, so let's really dig into this. What if that powerful aha moment wasn't a discovery at all, but just a delivery? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the assembly line where this kind of online authority is built. We actually have the prompts, the very script used to create this stuff, and we're going to see exactly how it's all put together. So, first things first, you have to build the guru. The whole illusion, all of it, hinges on the credibility of the voice delivering the message. And as you're about to see, the blueprint for creating that voice is unbelievably specific. It all starts right here. Notice the prompt doesn't ask for someone who's an expert or even someone who's actually wise. It asks for a sound. It's a specific vocal archetype that our brains have been trained to connect with stability, with experience, and with control. It's less about what's being said and way more about how it lands in your ear. And here you can see the trick in action. That instruction, a mature, calm voice, isn't just some casting note. It is an engineered shortcut to a very specific psychological effect. It's designed to make you instantly believe you're listening to someone who has completely mastered their own emotions and can, therefore, teach you to do the exact same thing. But the blueprint goes so much deeper. The tone has to be cinematic and mysterious. That creates a feeling of importance. The core metaphor is unmasking, which makes you, the viewer, feel like you're being let in on a huge secret. And the main idea? Simple, powerful, silence is a weapon. Every single one of these elements is carefully chosen to build this perfect ideal of a high-value individual, basically someone you feel you need to listen to. All right, let's keep going, because crafting the perfect guru is really only half the battle. Now, you've got to make sure the audience literally can't look away. And believe me, there is a science to holding that attention, and it is baked right into the script. The number one tool in this retention arsenal is something called a pattern interrupt. You know how we all get into that passive zombie scrolling mode online? Well, this technique is specifically designed to jolt you right out of it, to make you lean in and feel like the video is speaking directly and only to you. So here's how it works. First, the video gets you comfortable, establishes that calm, authoritative rhythm we were just talking about. Then, suddenly, bam! The pattern is broken. The narrator stops talking about a general idea and starts talking directly to you. They'll hit you with a question or a statement in the second person. And just like that, it feels personal. It feels immediate. And this is a perfect example pulled straight from the source prompt. See how it switches? It goes from a general lesson to this very direct, empathetic statement about your personal experience. It assumes your pain and then it promises to explain it all to you. That little shift from third person to second person, that is an incredibly powerful hook. And get this isn't left to chance. It's not just a gut feeling. The script explicitly demands that a new pattern interrupt gets dropped in every 60 seconds. I mean, think about that for a second. It's a calculated, rhythmic rehooking of your attention, timed just right to stop your mind from wandering off. This isn't a conversation, it's a retention machine. Okay, so you've got the voice, you've got the viewer's attention completely locked in. Now what? Well, now you have to make the message sound intellectually heavy, like it's backed by some serious research. And this is done by borrowing authority from well-known psychological concepts. The script literally calls for dropping in principles like this one. The scarcity principle is a totally real concept from social psychology. But by applying it to silence, the script magically transforms not speaking from a passive thing into a powerful strategic choice. All of a sudden, your silence becomes this rare and therefore very valuable resource. And next on the list is emotional detachment. Again, notice how it's framed. It's not about being cold or distant. Oh no. It's presented as the ultimate form of self-mastery. The script positions it as the key skill that separates the powerful from the powerless, making emotional control the secret to unlocking influence. And the list just keeps on going. The script explicitly requires 3 separate references to Stoicism and 3 to dark psychology. So why these? Because these terms, they carry weight. They imply this deep, maybe even slightly dangerous understanding of the human mind. It gives the narrator all this borrowed credibility without them ever having to explain the concepts in any real detail. So, here's the crucial point. When you piece all of this together, the voice, the pacing, the psychological name-dropping, you realize it's not really wisdom. It's a formula. It's a repeatable, engineered system designed for one thing, to create the feeling of authority. And here it is, the whole thing laid bare. Every single component has a specific instruction and a very clear goal. The voice is there to establish credibility. The pacing is designed to maximize retention. The content is chosen to create a sense of depth. And it all builds toward a carefully calculated emotional climax, one that was planned from the very beginning. And look at that. We are right back where we started. That powerful, cathartic closing line, the one that feels so real and authentic. It was just the final instruction in the prompt. End with a powerful closing statement. It wasn't some spontaneous moment of insight. It was the destination all along. I mean, it is a remarkably effective formula, you can't deny that, but it leaves us with this one really critical question. When the wisdom we consume is scripted, this meticulously, designed to grab our attention and guide our emotions, are we the ones gaining power, or are we just the ones giving it away?